Alright boys, how's it going? Welcome back to the No Pull account. Hope you guys have been doing well. Doing a little checkup today, a little unscripted video on Xiangli Yao and his build, the weapons, stuff like that. I wanted to make a video on the new craftables that they added in 2.0 a couple weeks ago. I farmed all of the materials for them, and then bam, semester started, and now we're 3 weeks later, but you know how that goes. That's just how it is. I'm switching over from the attack set to the electro set. But first I want to talk about the craftables. So 2.0, that's not the right menu. 2.0 added new craftables, and I was excited for them, but I don't think they're that good. I crafted R1 of these gauntlets. Dealing damage to enemy with negative statuses increases the wielder's attack by 4% for 10 seconds. And I think that's double at R5, I don't remember. And that's stackable to 4 times. And I didn't seem that good at R1. This is to go with the new addition to all the elements, especially Spectral Rover. Actually, it might only be Spectral Rover. Again, correct me on any of this if you know more. But Spectral Rover can now inflict Spectral Frazzle, which is like the elemental like DOT for Spectro. And I think the only character that can actually inflict negative status like that, as far as I know. And especially as far as like the characters for this account goes too. But I'm not entirely sure on that. But anyways, it didn't really feel that good, so I didn't end up crafting R5. I don't know how I feel about them. They might be like the first of something, the beginning of the big wave. I don't know how to articulate that better. Think like Topaz from Honkai Star Rail if you played HSR. Topaz was kind of like the beginning of follow-up stuff, and her value didn't really increase until later on. I don't know if that's the case here. It might be. If it is, we'll just craft the gauntlets when they're better. That gave me the opportunity, or the idea rather, to to use the selector box from 1. Shorekeeper. I don't remember what patch it was. I think it was 1.3. There was like a selector box for the new 4 stars that they added across the banners, and I used the box for the gauntlets, which are right here on the left. So these gives a little bit of ult energy and then increased attack by 10% after using skill. So much easier to use, by the way. It's just an instant skill use, which is not exactly hard to do. And then you get all this stuff for pretty much full uptime except for 4-second downtime. So 16 out of 20 seconds uptime, which is really nice. So I think I'll just be using these on him until the future. Another thing about the whole like negative statuses thing is, as far as I know, it's only Spectral Rover that can inflict the negative status, which is for them is Spectral Frazzle. The problem is using Spectral Rover is a huge damage loss on this account, simply by not using Havoc Rover. For most content, for like TOA and other related things, using Spectral Rover isn't super practical. So the new negative status for Havoc is called Havoc Bane, I believe. So like I don't see any Havoc Bane in here, and I don't think Havoc Rover can inflict any Havoc Bane. But if they did, it might be a different situation with using those gauntlets. But anyways, that was a really long way of saying not using the new craftables. Unfortunately, I don't think they're that good. We'll be using this one for now at R1. So if we quickly compare it to the craftables that we've been using since release, the OG gauntlets, we're basically swapping our energy regen for attack percent, and then we're switching our passive to something that's it's not really easier to proc, and it's also a little bit less attack percent, but also gives us resonance energy instead. So casting skill to get both energy and attack percent versus dodging to get attack percent or dashing. Alright, let's talk about echo sets now, because I have been running the attack set on Xiangli Yao for a long time since I got him, and that was because we didn't have any any good electro pieces at the time, and so I was just able to make an attack set to run on him, and then for some reason I just didn't switch, and I just kept refining that set instead of switching to the electro set. On the left side is my original attack echo set, on the right is my updated electro set, with some variations that I'll show. So the attack set is pretty universal in that like you just cast the echo skill and you get just plus attack percent, 12% 12 attack percent. Really easy to do at the beginning of your rotation, but it's usually pretty consistently behind on like the elemental sets. So in the context of the no pull account, right, when we're trying to maximize our damage because of our limited options, it really isn't that good long term because we're not using the best potential set. So a while ago I began switching over to electro set, and that has taken a long time because, you know, my luck isn't that good. But hey, we're here. So let's take a look at my echo sets right now. I was already planning on doing this, and then they added the new Phantom Echoes, which are crazy, by the way, compared to the other ones, because you don't have to do anything to get the bonus. They're just passive bonuses, which is really cool, considering there's one for Resonance Liberation damage bonus. I know I showed them on screen, but I'll show my overall stats. So here they are. Yeah. Only at 40% or liberation damage, but that's fine. I've been chasing crits over the damage first. You know how it is. Also, I rolled this last night. Isn't this tragic? How often does this happen to you guys? Because whatever. Let's move on. Still chasing. I think I'm missing one double crit on the 3 cost, and then everything else is pretty much good. Like these 1 costs, dude, these 1 costs are good. Double crit, ult damage, smash. Unfortunately, not having a crit main stat weapon restricts your echoes a little bit. Like I kind of have to run a crit rate with double crit. I have a crit damage here. If I equip this really quick, that's not a bad piece. It has no good bonuses on it, but then suddenly we're down to that. So crit rate it is. So yeah, that's the new set. We're sitting at a nice 6236. Of course, that can be pushed a little bit further. I'm missing 1 crit on. I don't remember. Is this one? Missing 1 crit here, and of course we can get higher rolls, but you know that's like kind of long-term refinement. None of these are like high crit damage rolls. Honestly, they're all low. And that's another potential, I don't know, 10 or 20 crit damage if those are just higher. But hey, small steps, am I right? And we'll be trying all of this out on the Holograms and the Tower of Adversity. Wow. Those will probably just be short videos because we already did a video of my struggles on the main account. So whenever I get like solid clears of those, I'll just put those together in a video of me being absolutely badass. Quick recap of this video. Xiangli Yao attack set to electro set. New weapon. Going to use them against new holograms that are not really new anymore because it's been pretty much the whole duration of patch 2.0. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Let me know any thoughts or concerns you may have down below. Have a good one.